One of my favorite metaphors for the therapeutic process is what it takes to get an image of a black hole. So it wasn't until 2019 that we had our first image of a black hole in M87 galaxy that's about 50 million light years from Earth. It was taken by the Event Horizon Telescope. So it means it took 300 researchers on 5 different continents from 11 different telescopes to combine to get an image. We actually had a picture of a supernova about a decade earlier, but the first recorded sighting of a supernova was in 875 AD by the Chinese. So I just love the idea that it is so difficult to get a picture of what doesn't exist. How do you get a picture of a void, of what's missing, of a vacancy? And actually, it takes a lot of high-powered seeing from a lot of perspectives to be able to pick up on an image. You don't actually get an image of a black hole. What you get an image of on camera is where the light disappears into it. So Shepard Dolman, one of the people who worked on the Event Horizon Telescope, said, "We have seen what we thought was unseeable." So I love this as an analogy for helping people in stories where harm is more about neglect than abuse. How do you take a picture of what didn't happen? Sometimes that's easy when you talk about situations that would make a Child Protective Services radar. But what about a lot of people who end up in a therapeutic process who don't have a lot of memories, a lot of stories? It's almost like the presence of the lack of presence is more of the source of harm and impact than a supernova. A lot of light, a lot of event, a lot of drama. Not everyone has supernova stories. I have a lot of respect for people who are trying to put together a cohesive narrative without a lot of data, without a lot of drama. So when I think about some of my therapeutic orientations, attachment theory, Adlerian, focus on early recollections, and then a lot of IFS work with young parts. I think a lot about the role that childhood narratives take in Bowen family systems as well. So I love this idea of how I'm always thinking about how do you help see what's unseeable? Where does light disappear? How do you have a lot of data from a lot of people in their lives that help them see what's hard to see? So that's kind of a way that I think. That's one of the ways that my mind thinks therapeutically when I sit with people in story.